structure of the leaf. To describe and understand the parts of a leaf and their functions. Leaves are the most important and prominent part of a plant. They are green in color and thus form the main photosynthetic organ. A simple leaf exhibits the upper broad, flat part called the lamina. It contains scattered tube-like structures called veins. The veins are attached to the central midrib, which further extends into the lower stalk-like portion of the leaf, called the petiole. It attaches the leaf to the stem of the plant. If we make the petiole transparent, we can see the xylem vessels and phloem running all along it. These constitute the vascular bundle, which help to carry substances to and from the leaf. If we take a cross-section of the leaf and examine its internal structure, we can see that the leaf is made up of several layers of cells. On the upper and lower surfaces, we find a layer of closely packed cells, known as the upper epidermis and lower epidermis respectively. These layers protect the inner tissue and their cells contain few or no chlorophyll. The upper epidermis is covered with a waxy layer called cuticle, which prevents the evaporation of water from the cells. Stomata, enclosed by guard cells, are found both in the upper and lower epidermis, but more stomata are found in the lower epidermis. Below the upper epidermis is the layer of mesophyll cells. These parenchyma cells contain chloroplast. Mesophyll layer can be differentiated into two layers. The upper mesophyll layer is arranged like a fence or palisade. Hence it is called the palisade parenchyma. The cells below them are more or less rounded and are loosely packed with a lot of air spaces in between. These cells form the spongy parenchyma. The vascular bundles comprise large, thick-walled xylem vessels for carrying water and mineral salts, and the thin-walled phloem vessels for carrying food made by the leaf. The xylem vessels help in transporting water into the cells. And the food produced by the cells is picked up by the phloem cells. These stomata, surrounded by the guard cells, help to regulate the passage of gases. Carbon dioxide enters through the stomata and reaches the air spaces from where it is absorbed by the mesophyll cells. Carbon dioxide along with water molecules enter the chloroplast. During the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide combines with water to synthesize food and oxygen. This oxygen diffuses out of the chloroplast and finally diffuses into the air spaces. It is released through the stomata. So, we find the leaf absorbs carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen during photosynthesis. Recap. Leaves constitute the photosynthetic part of the plant, and each leaf is divided into lamina, which contains the veins, and a petiole, a section of the leaf shows the epidermis layer present on the boundary of both sides. The upper epidermis is covered with a cuticle, and the lower epidermis contains the stomata. The next layer is the mesophyll layer, which is differentiated into the upper palisade layer and the lower spongy layer. This layer contains the green pigment chlorophyll. In between the mesophyll layer, we find the vascular bundle made up of xylem and phloem.